Hey, welcome back. In today's practice, we're going to be looking at back bends. So that means that we first have to warm up the spine. How do we warm up the spine? Twist. So our internalization is going to be a breathing, moving meditation, standing at the top of your mat, rooting your feet down into the earth, feeling, and even if you're just like, girl, my feet aren't on the earth, I'm in the 20th floor of an apartment building, feel the earth beneath your feet. This is more of an energetic practice than it is logic. So really relax the cage of your mind and be connected to the earth. Grow roots through your feet. Turn your palms forward, draw your shoulder blades into your spine, and then soften the tops of your shoulders down away from your ears. Connect with your breath. Where am I breathing? How am I breathing? And notice anytime your mind wants to grab onto where you should be, what you should be doing, and notice that that is rooted in suffering. That if you are anywhere but where you are, this is the cause and the root of all suffering. So be here. And if you can, close your eyes. Draw your low belly in and pull your pubic bone slightly up. Lift your arms up overhead with a breath in, and you can do this eyes closed or eyes open. Slow breath in, slow rise of the arms. And an exhale, diving forward, wide part of the arms, soft belly, heavy head, soft knees. In breath, halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward. Breath in, rise up, hands sweep overhead. Exhale, stay tall, turn your sternum to the right and part your arms, twist. Breath in through center. Exhale, twist to the left. Center. Right. Center. Left. Center. Empty, fold forward. Halfway lift, strong, flat back. Fold forward. Left hand stays where it is. Right arm is going to sweep up as left knee bends. Right leg straightens as much as it can. And empty both hands down to your mat. Right replaces left. Right knee bends. Left arm reaches up. Both hands down to the mat. Soft bend through both knees. Heavy heart, heavy head. Forward fold. Halfway lift, filling up. Emptying, fold. Soften knees, heart, head, neck, tongue. Left hand stays where it is. Right arm up. Left knee bends. Right leg straightens. Right hand down. Left hand up. Right knee bends. And flow with your own breath here for 2 more each side. And your reach doesn't have to go all the way up. Go as far as you can without causing strain and injury through the low back and the legs. Landing at center, heavy head, heavy heart. In breath, power up, flat back. Exhale, plant your palms, hop or step back, high plank. Hold. Draw your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Bring your big toes to center, kick your right heel up high. Full breath in as the heel travels as high as it possibly can. And exhale, knee to right elbow. Kick back. Knee to chest. Kick back. Knee to left elbow, hold. You can stay here or spin onto the palm of your right hand, drop your left heel down, and straighten your right leg, finding fallen star. Left hand lifts up. Both hands come down. Right heel kicks back up, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, kick the sole of the foot over to the left. Option to stay here or twist through the spine, dropping your foot behind you and reaching your right hand up and away from the body. Back to center, both feet come down. Left heel is up, kicking as high as it possibly can. Lots of strength into the glute. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Kick back. Knee to heart. Kick back. Knee to right elbow, hold. Or fallen star. Back heel drops down, right hand lifts up. Both hands come down, heel goes up, knee is bent, fire hydrant. Option to stay or drop back. Rock star, wild thing. Back through center. Knees will come down and draw your hips back to your heels. Leave your hands forward. So the knees are closed, hands are reaching forward, head comes down. Lifting the hips up or rounding the spine as we come up and forward, stacking shoulders over wrists. And then dropping the heart down, belly comes down, gaze comes up, fill up. Exhale, rounded spine. Sink the hips back. Keep your spine rounded as you draw your heels closer to your glutes. Breath in, rounded spine, shoulders stack over wrists. On your next inhale, belly drops, gaze lifts up. And empty, round your spine. Come back, glutes to heels. Take your right arm, thread it under left armpit. Right palm is up, right ear is down. Both hands back to center. Left arm under right armpit, left ear down. Back to center. Bring wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Send your right leg back, but keep the bend through your knee. So 90-degree bend through the knee, sole is kicking up, pulsing for 10, 9, 8. Shouldn't be crunching into the low back. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold your last one, kicking up as hard as you can. 2 more breaths. And then sweep your foot forward, land it to the outside of your right pinky. Draw your hips back, heel down, toes up. A little wider, sort of a lizard half split here. Take a bend through your knee once again. Left hand stays down, right arm comes up, twist. Option to kick your back heel in towards your glute and take the bind if you have it. Both hands come down. Right knee comes back, so you're in your tabletop again. Left knee kicks up, sole of the foot heading straight towards the ceiling and pulsing for 10, 9. You'll notice which side of your glutes is weaker because you'll want to crunch into your low back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold and kick up as hard as you can. 2 more breaths. And then softly drop your foot to the outside of left pinky. Hips drop back. Left leg straightens, toes come up. Bend through left knee, right hand stays down, left arm comes up, nice twist. Where's your breath? Where's your mind? Find it in your body. Option to kick your heel in and catch. Some of you may need to glide your hips back for that catch like I did. And releasing, both hands come down, knee comes back, tabletop. From tabletop, we'll draw the toes underneath, so do a tuck of the toes, all 10 toes, see if you can get your baby toe under there too, and sit your heels on your toes. So this back bend is camel, but we're going to be entering in a more accessible way, I think. Camel, typically I don't have a beautiful camel, but I can dance my camel pretty well. So hips come up, and your toes will thank you for that. Hips come up, stacking over top of knees, arms lift. And so this may take you a little bit to get, but you'll get it, don't worry. And then we'll start to sink the hips back towards the heels as the right hand reaches for your heel. Grab onto your heel with your right hand and then lift your hips up. Draw your heart up to the sky, reach your left hand back. Sink your hips back down. Both hands come up. Hips stack over top of knees. Left hand reaches back as the hips start to come towards the heels. Hips lift away from the heels, hand stays at the heel, right arm sweeps up and opens the chest. Hips come back, both arms come up, hips come up, sink hips back, right hand, right heel, back bend, hips up, heart open, hips down, up, both arms reach. Left hand, left heel, back bend, hips back, both arms up, right hand, right heel, back bend, press your pelvis forward, sink your hips back, neutral, both arms lift. Last time, left side, pelvis forward and up, heart open. Both hands come up and then drop them forward. Walk your knees slightly behind your hips and then hands forward until you find heart melting pose. So hips are over top of knees, arms are reaching forward. Maybe I have to have a bend through one or both of my elbows. And you can do something a little different here if you'd like. You could go into an inside leg opener, taking your left leg out, pointing the toes forward, and finding a nice adductor stretch there. If you're doing that other side, right leg kicks out. Back to center. And walk your hands back, hips rest on heels, and then you'll take your hands to your feet, palms up, head down, closed knee child's pose. And you can close your practice off in closed knee child's pose, focusing on losing all edges of the body and just become so absorbed in your breath. Your breath is everywhere. It's outside of the body, it's in the body. We want to be aware of the spaciousness of who we are. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste.